just finished cleaning out my assortment of different quotes, things to do. This little jar that was just filled to the brim with stuff. I finally organized the stuff that I want to do, stuff that I put on there, saved all the quotes into one space. Now, for the brain project behind the scenes, we have some updates. Let's get into it. The last time I made this video, I'm pretty sure I titled it wrong, and as well, I was not ready yet for the speech for February. Ooh, that's not February. February on selflessness. Now, you don't really need to hear my sob story of how my week has been. You don't really need to care about any excuses that I have. I have a million, and everybody has a million. But the point is timestamp the next month, and I have not made the documentary. Just read that. I have not made the speech yet. I've not finished the speech yet. So I'm going to tell you what I have so far, and this is going to be the general idea for all the speeches. I already have this in my head, but just to say it out loud. I'm making 12 speeches this year. All right? February, subsequently, is the shortest month. It's whatever. But when I finish my speech, I'm going to reach out to the people that I want to come view my speech or speeches, and that weekend or the next weekend afterwards, I'll perform. This isn't going to stop this in any way. If I'm behind on this speech, I'll just have to catch up on the 10 others. Simply the case. All right? So what do we have so far? We have a lot of pictures, a lot of framework, a lot. And basically, what we have is the speech. We have it, but it's the bare bones of the speech, right? If I were to talk to a speaker about the speech, that's a good speech. If I'm performing, I don't have that speech. You understand what I'm saying? It's not fully fleshed out in that regard. Now, this paper has a lot of everything on it, but it kind of has a small segue of what I've been talking about for the framework. So it's going to go, I'm not going to write this down, but it's going to go selflessness. Maybe I will write it down, screw it. Well, maybe because again, I have the framework. I also have this book right here, which you remember from last time. It just has a lot of notes. This is stuff on warm glow, stuff for the speeches. This is all for speech. For speech 11. Speech 11. So that's the start. And then all of these, of course, you remember speech 12, how crazy that all is. So speech 11, I have a good amount of stuff. We have a lot. But I think the best way to approach this is to really attack each bare bones part. I don't think I'm going to do that fully in this video, but I want to get every part exactly how I want to say it, and then find the words to say it. Alright, here we go. First things first. Selflessness. Essentially, the intro. I'm just going to write out all the this is actually a better question. Should I write them all out and then go through each one? How about we do a couple at a time? We'll do it right in the middle. So selflessness doesn't exist. The main message, of course. We have 5 examples. def and int. So, we'll start off with those four, really break these down, start to dissect what I want to see. I'm also just trying to use all the markers. I swear to God, I have no reds, literally no, well, probably some other colors, but I have like 5 blues. Doesn't even make any sense. Selflessness, the intro, right? So what do we have in the intro? The intro's going to include thanking everybody. Had a funny feeling that you would die. Funny, funny feeling. We have the thanks, thanking everybody for being there, introducing them to selflessness. So basically, right at the beginning, I want to give title and uh, title and sorry, I'm realizing the way I'm writing this is a little bit weird. Okay. Title and point. Why am I even speaking about it, right? Give them the point for it. And then from there, I would go right into the speech. Is there anything else I need to cover right at the intro? I mean, name. I mean, we can actually, that actually is a good one to put. We'll shoehorn name in between them, because it's always good to announce who you are. Even though it's going to be people I know and I'm inviting to it, it's just a good habit to have. Give thank you all for coming. This is my name. This is what I'm going to be speaking about, and this is why I'm going to be speaking about this thing. From there, I go on to start the speech. So, kind of, the point would go from here. You're going to see that this is not congruent in any way. I wrote down a brief list of how all these things go. I'm going to tear them apart. All right, so the point is this. All right, right there. That is the point. That selflessness doesn't exist, right? Anything else that I should include in the intro? Any mention of, how long it's going to be, the demographic. It seems weird to include those things. Probably do it before I even start the speech. I think I'm good in all those arenas. A succinct way of introducing everything. Thanking everybody for being here. This is my name. This is the presentation I'm going to give, the title of it, and this is the point that I'm going to convey to you all. Let's begin. Right? Short, succinct, get it out there. There you go. Don't even need this. So, 4 things. For intro. Alright? Okay, now we'll get into the 5 examples. I wrote these down. Give me a second, actually, to find them. I'm going to use a couple of different references from my past photos that I took of the different frameworks. One second. Found it. Not on my phone, but rather I wrote it down on this book. So, the 5 examples that I put, I guess that means I've never really conveyed to you, well, maybe I did in a previous session, doesn't really matter at this point. We have space over here, just use it. Number 1, so instead of starting out what I felt was so cheesy the first time of defining what it was. I feel like that's what every speaker does. You just define what the thing is, and then you have your own interpretation of it. we'll have the definition. I think it's relevant that that should exist in there. But having it be first, having it be like the most basic way of telling a story, I don't like it. We're gonna do 5 examples straight out the gate. Here we go. 5 examples is going to be, um, tell me if selfless or not. Alright, starting out immediately with a little mini game. Alright, number 1 is going to be Tony, who goes to the soup kitchen on his days off. Is that a selfless person or not? Right? Do raise of hands, do out loud, doesn't really matter. We have, Jessica. I'll say, yeah, Jessica. Giving $2, giving her extra $2 to someone on the street, to someone she passes by on the street. I don't need to use exact vernacular. To someone on the street. Alright, number 3, is that selfless or not? Number 3, a beautiful young high school couple, HS, couple, walking into a restaurant, there you go, restaurant, you can see my my chicken scratch of a handwriting, it's amazing. I mean, you have for a while, I guess. And the guy opens the door for the girl. Is that a selfless act or not? I'm gonna steal some space over here via the top spot. But number 4, I feel like I used 5. But whatever, number 4, I wrote down number 5 too early. Hello? I wrote down an arrow up, so okay, I see. So I'm gonna make up a new one for number 4. The idea, and you'll see secretly, is that with each question, it'll start to slowly question people's self-definition of what selflessness is. Right? You stop for something really, nearly objectively selfless. Right? Man is going out of his way when he could be doing anything else. He chooses to go to a soup kitchen. You then transition, it doesn't matter, guy or girl, by the way, I'm just whatever, but you then have someone who has a couple extra dollars in their pocket. They don't need to give it to them, but they feel it's a nice gesture, right? Why not? This young couple, right, walking into the doors, the guy decides, oh, let me open the door. Actually, I don't like that one, and you'll see why in a second. The idea behind it originally was that you need to question the guy's motivation for why he's opening the door. Is it a purely selfless act, or do you think he's doing it for malicious, I'm gonna do this so I can, get on your good side for later reasoning. But I like that idea within a couple that you don't know if it's like the guy's move or not. But that one seems a little too easy. So let's keep it with a young couple. This is good. I like, we're as slow as this unfortunately may be, it's good to do this, like really break it down. I want the speech to be exactly this. So a young couple, it's gonna be something, sorry men, but it's doing something the guy does. The guy is going to perform an action that's a little bit more selfless than someone. They're not going to be all like, if you're gonna see like a scale in the 50 mark is like, this is like the selfless to selfish mini action. When you think about the objective sense, it's gonna go beep 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 until you're right there. And the fifth one, which I already have, is going to be, well, is going to be me telling you all that I wrote down that I did a selfless act, but maybe I can be more specific. So we'll save that for later. But right now, young couple, the guy, I'm trying to think, what's something outside, because obviously interpretation, we did this on the last speech, but there's something about a lot of things. I'm not a girl, unfortunately. I don't have that thought process of constantly questioning whether a guy just does these actions to get in my pants or if he's doing it because he's nice. I love Captain Crunch. So, it's so crazy to have a cat, by the way. What about, I'm trying to get in that headspace of, if I'm going on a date with someone and they do something that's like, that's really nice, but at the same time is questionable to the understanding of why you did that thing, right? What would be that? What is that? Having a guy. I might even call for outside resource. Give me a second. I'm gonna call someone real quick for help on this. Be right back. Whoops, you kind of saw all that. Awkward. Well, they didn't answer. You kind of saw. I kind of just move in silence when there's. That's a little weird. He's all behind the scenes for a second. Yeah, it's just me kind of. Like just so monotone my face. Because I'm trying to balance the authenticity. This is a little side note from the speech, but the authenticity. Essentially, I put on a mask. Everybody puts on a mask, but I'm good at putting on a mask. And with this camera, especially, I do it because at the heart of it, well, there's a mix of things at the heart of it, but one of the major things is that I perform, right? I do this. I imagine that other people will be viewing this, and in that sense, I want to smile more. I want to be less what I'm scared people won't accept of myself and show the great abilities of moi. And at the same time, I'm trying to fight that. So while giving myself motivation to do it, I'm trying to do this even while being my authentic self. A self where I just call a friend and they don't pick up, and then you just gotta keep working. You know, stuff like this where I change. You don't even notice, but I go and change my shirt at the end of every video, or I give Captain Crunch some food and I go do the dishes. Right, the boring, monotonous stuff that just is the case that I change my expression, demeanor, attitude for, and that one is the more authentic version of myself. I want to put that here. I digress. I thought of this one. Jamie giving her teacher flowers. No, not flowers. What's a better one? An apple. It's the most basic. You ever wonder about that? Why do teachers get apples? What a what a weird. I mean, it's like good, like it's healthy, but it's a weird fruit to like give to someone. I guess. I don't know. Give them like a. If I was in school now, I feel like I'd give them like a watermelon, like a gift pack of blueberries. You know, like something like so random. If apples are up on like the stand than anything else, an apple on the last week of school. But now let's get into the the young couple. The guy does emotion, does something to their significant other that is nice, but at the same time is you're not sure whether or not you're questioning whether it's one of their moves or not. Tucking them into their seat. I'm thinking of points of chivalry that are like in this weird gray line nowadays. Uh, Opening up someone's car door, uh, um, fixing someone's thing, helping them. Ooh, how about watching a movie, watching her favorite movie? Well, I have views on that. We won't get into that. Views on that entire nuance. What about really trying to get into this headspace? I don't know. Like the truth is, I really don't know. I'm just trying to think perspective-wise what would be the case. If my roommate's up, I'll ask her sooner or later. But I guess we'll stick with it. We'll hold on to that for now. See if my friend calls back. If not, my roommate. But for number five, me telling you all that I have performed all of these selfless acts before. And so that I have done all these selfless acts before. And so this is the catalyst into the lesson. Because the idea of selflessness is very nuanced. You think certain things are selfless and certain things are not. But when you have someone tell you they did something selfless, is that selfless? Because the thing you did in the past was selfless, but what you're doing now is bragging about it. Why are you doing it? So you can make yourself feel good. Is that selfish? So, we'll go into the definition, definite, right over here. Let's see. I have the needs and wishes over, holy. Um, Needs and wishes. This one I actually like. I think I'm gonna keep of others over one's own. This is just a culmination. I want to make sure that I write that it's like a grouped culmination of a whole bunch of different definitions. I'll ask for approval. Let me actually, yeah. There's a couple different things. Okay, so it's like what do you call that? It's like not a compilation, but when you put it all in it's a summary of different definitions of different definitions. Ask if it's okay by everyone's standard, by all standard, by all standard. Ugh, that sounds so weird. All right. And then kind of what I'm gonna really chalk it up to is the simple, no math necessary equation, they are greater than you, right? Treating them greater than you. Treating them greater than you. Treating them, putting their needs over your own, right? Doing things for others, putting them over you. If that's not the textbook definition of selflessness, please let me know if it isn't, right? Now, we'll get into my interpretation and how I see selflessness. And this one's a bit harsh. So let's try to find a more nuanced way of putting it. It's more so that what I wrote on here is that we have to think that we're good, otherwise we'll realize that we're not. But there's a mix of it. And you know what? It's simply my interpretation, right? Emphasize how I see it. Emphasize how I see it, but you have to realize you're good. You have to believe you're good, otherwise you'll realize you're not. I'm just gonna shorten it. Have to believe good, otherwise hello? Am I not writing correctly today? What is happening? Otherwise realize not. And so I'll immediately go into this about the idea of intention. And intention is going to be the start of this next group. I didn't really see what time we have. It's kind of been about 30 minutes. Okay, screw it. I'm just gonna make this now. I'm gonna keep these in 30-minute segments. I'll make a different thing. It's gonna be immediately afterwards. Take a little break, come back into it, and it's gonna start with intention being at the start of the next one, and then the family of four. You go like that. Okay. So, Captain Crunch, enjoying the sun. I don't think it's time to take him on a walk yet. Oh, when I do take him on a walk, I'm gonna go get some food too. That's kind of cool, right? But that should be all. Please take a look on the board. I'm really feeling a lot more confident. See, there's like no space over here. There's so much space. No space on this side. It's funny. But I'm feeling a lot more confident about this uh, speech process now. I feel more confident every fucking time I do it. Let me tell you, the worst part about the brain, like the downward spiral of a brain, is that the best way to get out of that downward spiral is to do something. But the only thing the downward spiral wants you to do is nothing. It's like the only thing that can help you get out of it is the exact thing that you don't want to do. It could be anything, but it's like the one thing that you don't want to do. Try. Give an effort. It's no fun. I digress. I think I'm just ending these by cutting them off.